Have you ever been walking down the street amongst a sea of people, hundreds, thousands of people bumping shoulders, and you know that you can't stop, otherwise you might just get trampled. But you hear this faint calling in the back that sounds like it's your name. Imagine you're down in New York, Times Square, the people, the traffic, the commotion, the sirens, the helicopters, everything is happening, but you're able to pick this thing out that someone calls your name. And so it gets you to stop and slow down a little bit, and you hear it again, and you stop dead in your tracks. You hear it again, so you turn around, and you don't see anything amongst the sea of people and cars and commotion that's happening. And just one more time, you hear it, and you see your friend on the other side of Times Square jumping, waving their hands, calling out your name. And what he just did is he captured your attention. Amongst the sea of people, amongst all this commotion, he was able to capture your attention. That right there is the importance of knowing your avatar, knowing who, how, when to speak to them, where to find them, and how to actually capture the number one resource out there right now, what everyone is fighting for, and that is attention. That's what we're diving into today on the call. But first, I want you guys to go ahead and imagine we're out on the ocean. We're going out in this amazing big fishing boat. You guys have these giant nets, and we're going to go out and we're going to capture so many fish, right? You guys come up onto this pod of fish. We'll call it a million different, whatever. We'll go after mahi, right? At the top of this ocean. I don't think that they actually sit up. I'm not a fisherman, but we drop this net on top of them and we see them start to scatter, right? Because the shadow, they get scared. As soon as the net hits the water, again, they start to scatter. And so as the weight of the net actually drops down and falls underneath, and we start to pull it up, we only come up with about 5 fish. Right? That's the trouble with marketing right now, is we don't know who we're speaking to. We're generalists. We're trying to help everyone. We're trying to help the world achieve whatever results it is that your business, your company, your service delivers to your audience. And what happens if we change this? What happens if we get super specific on who it is that we're helping, right? So just as an example, we flip this and you know exactly who your fish was that you're targeting. Say example, a big tuna, right? You know exactly where they eat, exactly where they sleep, exactly where they breed, exactly what magazines they read, right underneath water. And you're able to throw on your snorkel gear, your mask, and you grab your underwater sniper gun and you dive into the water and you go up and over this coral. You go around this coral reef. You go down and through this little crevasse, find this rock, and behind this rock, you know, is your tuna, is your fish. And you know exactly what time he's eating there every single day. And you're able to take your sniper gun down there, spear that fish, bring him back up to the surface, go right back down, and there's a new one that's there. Spear that fish, come right back up, go right back down and spear that fish. Again, this is the concept that we're creating here today. How do we speak to our specific audience, our avatar, our market, and make it so easy that you can do exactly this, that you can dive down into the coral reef, you can find them, you can come back up, you can go down and get another one. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to go over an overview of what we're going to cover today, and then we're going to dive into some practical tips, share with you guys an amazing tool that I've created for you guys to make this so much easier for y'all. And so as that being said, let's dive in. So this screen that you guys are seeing right now is something that we've started to cover and that we're going to continue to cover along our journey here in helping you guys grow your online fitness nutrition coaching business. We've already covered laying the foundation, how to actually create your CEO, start to hire employees, and then go back using the R4 method, the return report, the retrain, and then the repeat. Today, we are specifically diving into this sector as we scroll in to the business model. And that is advertising. So within advertising today, we're going to specifically go into finding your avatar, a little bit of sneak peek into what you guys are going to be experiencing here over the next several days, but finding your avatar. So some of the feedback that I've gotten so far on these trainings, people are loving it, diving into the creating and the building of the bots, but sometimes they're still running into issues in getting the actual response back that they want. So I went ahead and just created a tool for you guys to utilize. And if you guys want access to the tool, all you have to do is click the link down below. It's a school group. It's a free group right now for the first 100 members that join. It's going to be completely free. This tool lives right inside of there that you guys can get access to, and it's going to help provide extreme clarity on who your avatar is, how to speak to them, a marketing strategy, their actual story, and an Instagram post, an example of how to actually speak to them. So let's go ahead and check that out. If we come on over here to the avatar story generator, let me minimize my face, get me out of the way here. I'll move myself over to this side. So leveraging AI to captivate activate your audience and dial in your avatar story. So that's what this form is for, right? So I've done the prompt engineering on the back end, and I've created it. So you guys just have to come in. You have to fill in this simple form fill, which then gets inserted into my prompt that I created, goes off into AI world, and comes back into 4 different outputs that you guys are going to have access to right here. So that's what we're going to be diving into, right? So complete this form to get clear on who you are speaking to. Like, we all have some idea, but are we super crystal clear on who that is? How to speak to them. And then when that is completed, you guys are going to get extreme detailed and crafted avatar, story, marketing strategy, and an example social media post. So if that sounds at all interesting or fair, I want you guys to go ahead and stick around, stay with me on this. And then if you guys want access to it for you individually, so that you can paint your own picture on your avatar, their story, a marketing strategy of outside the box thinking, click the link below, get access to the school right now. For ease of purposes, I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste the examples in here, just that way we can kind of fly through this a little bit faster for this video. So again, examples, this may not be yours, probably not. You're probably going to want to get a little more detailed on it, spend a little bit more time on this. Getting the more detail that you get, the better output that you're going to have. But what is your business type, industry, and what do you sell? Online fitness coaching, health wellness industry, health coaching services. What do you believe is your customers' goals and values? So we'll say lose 25 pounds, build sustainable habits, and values relationships, right? What we're going to be targeting here with this is going to be like kind of a mid-30, higher level business executive, business owner, right? So definitely values relationships. What pain points and challenges do they have that your product or service solves? So their pain points would be lack of accountability, a clear game plan, consistency. My service solves these issues. That's a little shortened there. We'll say solves all these issues. Solves all of these issues, just to keep moving here. All right. And then number 4 is, if you had to identify their demographics, what would they look like? So we're just going to say married, male, kids, late 30s, lives in suburbs. So we'll go ahead and delete this. We'll just say it lives in the burbs. And then we're going to take out the actual state, and we're just going to say USA. Just keep it easy here. All right. Socioeconomic status. So we're going to say household income is above 150K per year, college educated, business owner or exec. So we're going to say, we'll say business owner, very well known and respected within his city. Perfect. All right. Where does your customer usually get their sources of information? So we'll say New York Times, magazines. We'll take out magazines. We'll leave in New York Times. We'll go social media, and we'll say ESPN Sports Center. Cool. What type of interests or hobbies do they have? All right. So we'll say golf, travel, social events, kids sporting events, watching professional collegiate sports. We'll leave that one as is. What do you think drive their purchasing decisions or motivations? Purchasing motivations, that is. So definitely fixing current problems, the ease of use or the convenience, immediate gratification, and then status symbol. What are some potential objections they might have about your product or service, right? We'll go with price. So again, if I'm going with a higher level, probably not going to be as much with price. Time to solve their pain points. I think that'll be a big one. Spousal, maybe spousal support. Lack of belief in themselves because they've tried things before in the past. And then does this really work? Are they the financial decision maker? Yes, but of course they want to run something by their wife. So we're going to say no for this. All right, let's go ahead and hit submit and see what it comes back with for us. We'll give it here about 30 seconds. All right, so you can see that it's coming back with some of the information that I already fed it, but just this form alone is going to help you get a little bit more clear on who your avatar is. And I'm going to explain to you like why this is so important here whenever we finish this up. All right, so we got the male, we got married, we already knew this stuff, suburban area, USA, business owner, well-known, respected in the city, socioeconomic status. All right, so we already knew all that stuff, goals and values, losing 25 pounds, to invest in health and appearance, building sustainable health habits to ensure long-term wellness. So it does go into a little bit more deep detail here, which I love. Same thing with the challenge and pain points, lack of accountability, absence of a clear fitness health plan, struggle with consistency in maintaining health habits. Our service to provide a solution of these, offering guidance, accountability. All right, a little bit more detailed there. Information summary, New York Times, social media. Again, just basically what we already added in. Golf, travel. Yep, we already added that stuff in. Purchasing motivations, solve current health issues. All right, convenience, immediate gratification, objections. All right, so a lot of the stuff that we already added in. This thorough understanding of our customer avatar can guide tailored marketing efforts, which is going to be down below. Meeting our client at their unique intersection of needs, challenges, and motivations. Our services can help them regain control over their health. Okay. This will also provide gratification, convenience, status that they're looking for, something that we need to strongly highlight in our marketing message. Yes. So these are just bringing in points that sometimes we often forget that we need to circle back to whenever we are doing our marketing, our social media content, etc. We must also address their potential objections head on. So if we can build the trust, number one, but address their objections head on before we actually get to that decision-making process, to be able to build confidence in that, that's going to go leaps and bounds to us actually closing the deal, getting them on as a new customer and client, or building that know, like, and trust factor. All right, moving on down into their stories. So Jason Thompson. So we even got a name for our avatar. So every single time we go on to social media, we're speaking specifically to Jason Thompson in this case, right? He's a successful business owner in his late 30s, living in suburban area of Chicago, Illinois. He's well known and respected in his city for his continued achievements in business, even though he enjoys the respect and recognition he's gained in his professional life. Jason has a nagging pain point: his failing health and fitness. He is married with 2 kids, dotes on his family. His marriage has brought the responsibility of not just taking care of his business, but also a pressing need to take care of his health for his future of his kids, right? Jason seeks to lose 25 pounds in a bid to gain back control over his health. His sedentary lifestyle and unhealthy eating habits have gradually caused his health to decline. After much thought and consideration, Jason decides that it's time for a change, right? I think that a lot of us, again, as you guys are going through this, is that you can 100% find those clients within your current clients now or past clients and be like, this is exactly so-and-so's story. And that's how cool this tool is, that you will literally find who it is that you enjoy working with and start to actually look to be able to speak to those individuals and find them and find what really brings you joy and passion. Because let's be honest, most of us, we don't love working with every single one of our clients. Like, there's some that just take a lot of our energy. We'll just put it that way, right? You guys know, especially if you're in the health and fitness space. But the ones that we enjoy and we love working with, like, why not just work with only those people? And that's what this form is going to help us do. So being a regular reader of New York Times, an active follower of ESPN, SportsCenter, social media, Jason also comes across several articles and posts about health and wellness trends. However, what he particularly needs is a clear fitness plan and for someone to hold him accountable. 2 elements he has significantly struggled with. So on a Sunday evening while watching a game on ESPN, Jason stumbled upon an ad for health coaching services. So maybe you run ads, maybe you don't run ads. Maybe it's just a social media post. Following that, he saw a sponsored post on Facebook feed about our bespoke health and fitness plans. Intrigued, he decided to visit our website to gain a better understanding of what we offer. He scrolled through the multitude of success stories, evaluated the coaching plan, and was drawn. So I'd ask you, like, questions to ask yourself here now. What does your social media bio look like? What does your social media feed look like? What does your website look like? Will it answer these things whenever you have Jason Thompson come to your site, come to your social media? Will he be able to find these things? Because I promise you, this stuff is happening all the time. But when they get to your page, they don't find your website. They get to your bio, they're just not turned on by it. And that's what gets people to click away right away. Jason pondered the idea for a few days and discussed it with his wife. Though initially skeptical of the cost and effectiveness, Jason's wife became supportive after reading through the results and testimonials from former clients. She also appreciated the fact that our services provide a personalized fitness and health plan, offering guidance, accountability, convenience, something her husband was lacking. However, Jason still harbored concerns, mainly about the time and dedication required to fulfilling the health and fitness plan. A slight self-doubt of lack of confidence also lurked in his conscience. To quell with these concerns, he decided to take initiative and directly contact us. So with this, it's how do we show stories of people like him that have overcome, and so we can relate to his story and say, hey, someone just like you was dealing with the same things. It became so easy that even a person who didn't speak English could accomplish this, right? And so lack of self-confidence, lack of self-doubt, or the self-doubt itself, like, how can we take those things and through our messaging actually speak to Jason in these terms to be able to rid those doubts, those objections that he's currently having? The trial session was transformative for Jason. He realized that our program was flexible and adapted to his time constraints. The session provided clarity on how he could accommodate the health regimen without hampering his duties. So super important. I help business owners achieve six-pack abs or a healthy lifestyle with less than 3 hours per week, 2 hours per week, whatever it is. This effectively erased his worries and installed a newfound belief in him. Or maybe it's whenever you get him on the call, it's like, hey, how much time do you think that you can realistically dedicate to improving your health and wellness? And then use that as leverage. With newfound belief and support from his wife, Jason decided to invest in our health coaching services. The journey was far from easy, but the transformation has brought Jason a sense of gratification and a spark in his confidence. Most importantly, it has provided Jason with a convenient, tailored regimen and the accountability he needed to stick to his health goals. So the next section here is going to be the marketing strategy. Some of the stuff will be stuff that you're already doing, and some of it will be definitely outside the box type thinking. So the marketing strategy, the plan, our main goal is to engage male entrepreneurs in the age of 30 to 45 years old living in suburban areas with at least one child and a yearly household income of $150,000. I would add the plus right there. Given their, I guess it does say in a yearly, yeah, it doesn't say at least. Yeah, so I would definitely say at least or plus. Given their busy lifestyle, we aim to provide personalized health strategies that can help them embrace healthier tools, lose weight. Okay, cool. So that's the plan. Channel selection. New York Times, that might be a little bit harder to get into. Various social media platforms definitely can do that. Exploring partnerships, advertising. Role will focus on online marketing channels, running paid ads through Facebook, LinkedIn. Okay, I think that another channel could be like, if he's on ESPN, like are there ESPN sites, other YouTube type social media quote unquote experts that are putting content out there that we could run ads in the middle of their videos. Content strategy, relevance content such as blog posts, articles highlighting the benefit of health coaching for busy professionals, case studies and testimonies about similar customers and the results they've achieved, as well as tips to maintain healthy habits amidst a busy life can be created and connected with this demographic on a closer level. PR strategy, collaborate, obviously with New York Times, going to be a little more challenging. Utilize case studies that demonstrate improved health and wellness after using our coaching services. I think going back to like the New York Times, like if they're reading the New York Times, they're probably reading local newspapers as well, or local blogs. So can you partner with local New York Times type social media or posts, or again, if newspapers are still even relevant right now. Social media strategy, run targeted advertising on Facebook, LinkedIn, where potential business owners, customers might be, emphasizing the benefits of our services. Periodically post content regarding health tips. Okay, that's stuff you're probably already doing. Objection handling, prepare marketing materials, answering common questions, common objections our customer avatar might have. This includes FAQs about time commitment. So I think this one here is huge, is how do we prepare and get ahead of common objections? So what's the biggest common objection? Might be time that it actually takes. Now sharing success stories and testimonials of individuals and how you've been able to help them actually improve their professional career because they've been able to improve their health. So now we're actually tying the two together, but also they didn't have to sacrifice all this extra time to be able to actually make it happen. That's when you can really break through. So when you hop on that sales call, it becomes so much easier to get that individual to purchase. Trial campaigns, offering a free trial session might help potential customers like Jason take their first step towards us, thus bolstering their confidence. So definitely, I totally agree with trial sessions. Test driving the car before you buy it. Maybe it's a 7-day free trial, 14 days free trial. I wouldn't necessarily go much more than that. I've given away free trials for 30 days. People usually come in, they don't have enough accountability to get them all the way through the 30 days. So they fall off, lack of conversation, communication. They failed. They feel like they failed you. So then they go and they just hide and they don't respond. Follow-up strategy after the trial, top-notch customer service should be in place for immediate follow-up to convert these leads into clients. This is where a lot of automation can help to make sure that no lead, no client falls through the cracks. The follow-up is so crucial. Definitely can include personalized email or phone call detailing how a program. So again, if you want it to be a phone call, you don't want it to fall through the cracks, we can set up these automations that happen within the FLP software as an example, which again, you can get a 14-day free trial of, right? It's free trials. You get a free 14-day free trial of this, but you can set up automations to where at day number, at the end of the 7-day free trial as an example, the system will automatically call you as a reminder to go ahead and call them. And if you press a key to connect, it'll actually automatically call them at the same exact time. So you can set that up for specific business hours, even down to that level of degree. So follow-up strategy there by implementing strategy services. Okay, cool. And then last is going to be an example social media post. Are you a busy owner stuck in a fitness rut? We get it. You're a hard-hitting hustler and your packed schedule just can't squeeze that much needed workout. Your health ambitions are now just business plans collecting dust. Does this sound like you? Meet Jason. All right, cool. So we got a success story here as well. A successful business owner like you who realized he needed to change. He needed a change too. With a foolproof, tailor-made health coaching with he lost 25 pounds, gained unstoppable energy, and still balanced his business and family life. Not only did he walk the path of health and wellness, but he also ran with it. Our service is perfect for a busy guys on the go like you. No more excuses or delays. We're here to provide you clear fitness plans, personalized health strategies, and most importantly, we hold you accountable so you can hold your business. I love that. Jason is invincible and you can be too. So why wait? Join us now and watch the transformation unfold. Secure your free trial session today. Maybe a little bit of a better CTA. Click the link in the bio or DM us, and got some catchy hashtags here. Cool. I love this. So what we're going to do next is we're going to copy this. We're going to, if you guys remember back to the previous video, the R4 method, we need to return a report. So we're going to take this information, we're going to paste it into here. We're going to come back to here and copy the story. And we're going to say, here is our avatar's story. And then we're going to come on back here. We're going to copy in a marketing strategy. Here is a marketing strategy, a couple typos there, to target our audience, our avatar. And then I would make sure that when you post this is that, hey, for example, like the New York Times thing, like I would probably go back and delete that. So make the adjustments that you need. But again, this is going to help provide extreme amount of clarity. All right, so we're going to just leave it for right now. And then social media posts, I'm going to copy this as an example and say, here is an example social media post targeting our avatar. And let's go ahead and scroll back up to the top. We'll say customer avatar profile. I like it. We'll just click in here. It's going to automatically fill that. And we're going to go file, download PDF, and we're looking for customer avatar profile. What are we doing now, guys? You know this. We are going back into our Fit 123 CEO. We're going to go into Edit GPT. This business model that we've been building, we're going to continue to add to it. We're going to upload a file. That file is going to be the avatar. So we'll go into downloads, download the avatar. We're going to do the same thing into our digital marketing and go to upload file, avatar. All right. And then we need to write it a little script here. All right. So I attached the customer avatar profile and I added this in to the training of Fit 123 CEO, and I did the exact same thing for the social media marketing expert, is to please refer to the attached document titled Customer Avatar Profile for Niche Audience and Avatar Specifics. Included in this document is the demographics, socioeconomics, psychographics, and more. Also in this document is our avatar story, a marketing strategy to speak to our avatar, as well as an example social media post to speak to our avatar. This document was last updated on January 30th, 2024. So as we upload this, again, some of those things like the New York Times, if there's anything that you wanted to change in the exact social media post, like I would go back in, I would update that so that it is written exactly the way that you want, and as well as like in your voice. And so when you accomplish this and you have this thing updated and we hit save, now your CEO again is up to speed. Now your social media marketing expert is up to speed on who your avatar is, exactly how to speak to them, a marketing strategy to target them. Again, just to make sure that everyone's on the same bus, we're going in the same direction, and we're in full alignment. One thing that we'll need to add to this is our specific voice. So next time you're getting ready to do any type of social media marketing or reaching out to potential affiliates or referrals to be able to help speak to your audience and to grab their attention, I want you to think back to when you were on the streets of New York City in Times Square and you have your random avatar walking down the streets. How can you grab their attention? When they're scrolling on social media and they're swiping from bottom to up and they just keep swiping, how can you immediately grab their attention? You have 3 seconds to do that for someone who is cold. You have 5 seconds or less to do that for someone who's a little bit warmer, and you have 10 seconds or less for someone who is hot. And if you don't capture their attention that quickly, they will be gone and on to someone else's page, probably making a purchase decision from them. So this tool right here, guys, I promise you will help you get a lot more clear on what that looks like. We can come down here, we can run it through again if you wanted to, clicking start over and run this through again. But it's about leveraging AI to captivate your audience and dial in your avatar's story. This is the 80-20 rule. Again, as I've been speaking throughout this whole event, or through this whole training, is using 80% of AI to help you do the last 20%. Dialing in, again, the New York Times, the social media to this tool right there to be able to utilize at your free will. Guys, I'm so excited to see you in the group. Again, the first 100 members into this group are going to be completely free before it turns into a paid group. So I want you in there. Get in there while it still is free. I can't wait to see you guys in there. And until then, we'll see you guys on the next one.